Well, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a review of a book with a difference. I received it, read it within 24 hours, and I wanted to jump on here and chat to you about it. So today I wanted to share with you my opinions of Vic Lee's Corona Diary. Now, for those of you who haven't heard of Vic Lee before, he is a London-based artist and illustrator. He's done loads of work for really big brands. He's done limited edition packaging, but I think what he specialises in mainly is hand-drawn murals. And if you haven't guessed from the title of the book, this is Vic Lee's personal illustrated journal of the coronavirus. Check this out. Can you see? It looks so cool. This is an illustrated journal of the corona pandemic from the 1st of January 2020, obviously, to the 1st of June. From what I've read, Vic Lee, in a very normal way, decided to keep a journal, like so many of us, I'm sure, to help himself deal with what was going on in the world and to make sense of everything that was happening. And his way of doing that, understandably, as an artist, was to draw. I don't think I mentioned it on here, but I definitely did on Instagram. If you're not following me over there, I'll leave the link to my Instagram below. I kept a journal. As soon as Boris said we were going into lockdown, I thought, this is going to be a tricky time. I think sometimes I feel better if I write things down, and also I find it quite interesting to look back on. So yeah, I've been writing a journal daily from the 23rd of March. I'm still writing it now. Mine definitely doesn't look as cool, as beautiful, or is anywhere near as interesting as this is. This really is, I mean, obviously it's Vic Lee's personal account of how he felt and what was going on in his life during the pandemic, but also it is a reminder of what was happening not only in the UK but around the world. The number of deaths, the number of cases, how different countries were dealing with it. There's a lot about Trump in here. There are quite a lot of political references and opinions throughout this. Understandably, I'm not quite sure how you do it without touching on that. This is a first edition. I think Vic Lee only released 2,500 in that run. It has been signed. Let me find it. There we go. I'm not gonna lie, it's not cheap. This was £50, which can seem a lot. Vic Lee did recently, I think it was just last week, he put it on his Instagram that he had donated £5,000 to the Fair Share charity, which I believe will provide 20,000 meals for vulnerable people. So I think that's really nice. And also, yes, it is expensive, but this is a keepsake. I think it will be really nice to look back on, and it can be handed down generation to generation. This is an unprecedented time. Hopefully, touch wood, we will never see this kind of time in our life again. So I felt that actually it was worth it. This book really shows the highs and the lows of the pandemic. I particularly loved references to things that since I have not forgotten but have kind of slipped to the back of my mind again. So things like toilet roll gate. How elated you would be if you could find self-raising flour or eggs. Everyone was baking. I mean, don't they say that you actually didn't complete lockdown until you had made banana bread and until you'd done some tie-dyeing. I've actually done neither of those, but I definitely did bake, and I was gutted when I couldn't get self-raising flour. Joe Wicks, that's another thing. Did I show you that page earlier? Everyone at the beginning was doing PE with Joe. Here he is. Look at this picture. The positive impact that this has had on the environment. Pollution levels dropped. You would see wildlife out and about more. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. We've gone through a hell of a lot during the past 4 months. Is that how long it's been? March, April, May, June, 4 or 5 months. And I'm really glad that I have this, as well as my own sort of personal ramblings. I'm really glad that I have this as a reminder of everything that has gone on. The more you look at this, the more detail you see. The drawings are so detailed. this will be really good to read again, say next year, maybe 5 years time, 10 years time. You could just pick this up and remind yourselves of what we've been through, what happened in the world, how we all pulled together to come out of this the other side. I am not going to score this as I would a typical sort of fiction book. All I would say is, if you are looking for a keepsake of this crazy time, something that will remind you of everything that went on, the highs and the lows, I would definitely recommend picking this up. So I'll leave the link of where you can buy this below. I believe it's available worldwide. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, something a little bit different. If you did, please give it the thumbs up below. I've done the 2 thumbs again. Just pops up. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to my channel and you love book reviews, please press that little red button and join us. I have so much more book content coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again back here next week, where I will have another book related video for you. Take care. Bye.